Hello everyone, be very welcome to yet another video. This is my third time trying to film this already because I don't know what I'm gonna say, and I think it's getting a bit confused. I'm just talking lots of things. I'm not going to a point. I'll try this time. So how to learn any language in 2021, because we're in 2021, but it doesn't matter. And yeah, so it's the same thing. To learn any language is the same thing, or anything. You gotta be using it. As simple as that. Might sound, and it is. And it is really simple. Like nowadays, with all the resources we have online, it's really simple. You just gotta be using it. So okay, if you start right now, if you would start a language right now, the first thing is good to do is to gather some basic, I would say basic, I could even say, I could even use like no term like that, just learn something, because like if you think like a card game, you need some cards to begin with, right? Otherwise you don't even have cards to play with. So you're gonna start learning a couple words, everything, basic things like saying good morning, things like that, so that you have something. If you don't know anything, I'm thinking like if you don't know anything, and you will start. So there are lots of things you can do nowadays. And again, I don't know if I said that in this video, because as I said, it's the third time. Nothing is necessary. You don't have to do anything. There are things that are obviously helpful, but you do anything you want. You want to, these are pretty logical things. Like if you want to get used at listening to the language, you gotta listen to the language. If you want to get used to talking in that language, you gotta talk in that language. And if you want to get used to reading in that language, you gotta read in that language. So do that. But whatever you read, whatever you listen to, you gotta be listening. You gotta be in contact with the language all the time. So, and also I can say that therefore it would be more of a lifestyle than anything else, because it's every day, all the time. You're really living your life using that language. And so yeah, to begin with, like nowadays there are apps you can use if you don't know anything. There are lots of apps. You can use books, you can use whatever you want. There's Duolingo, there's other apps, Babbel. There are books, and anyway, you need something to start with, so you learn some things. Yeah, so after that, you can, when you know a good base, when you have a good base on the language, you can start doing other things in your life in that language as well. You can begin doing that since the beginning if you want. But it might be a bit exhaustive if you're like translating all the time. Like you're gonna read a book and you don't know anything, so you're gonna translate everything. Might be a bit exhaustive for you. I don't know. So yeah, you need to learn a couple of things to get started. After that, you start setting everything in your life in the language, like your phone, or if you use social media. And you set everything in the language and keep doing whatever you're doing. Books you read on the language, or apps you use, you keep doing that, and you start applying that to your language, to your life. And then you can, what is really the thing, I think, with language learning is, with languages, is the understanding what is being said, right? The sounds, listening to them and getting used to it. So you gotta listen to the language a lot, every day. Because that's already the point. You want to speak the language, so speak the language. If you're speaking the language, you're already speaking the language. If that makes sense to you. Because there's no and. It's a lifestyle because there's no and. You won't be like, I've learned Spanish. Because these things are organic. It's life. You're always getting new things, learning new things. You're always learning more, seeing different things because of regionalities and accents and different regions of the world that people speak the same language in a different way, so you're always learning things. So that's why I say it's way more of a lifestyle. There's no end. You know, you're always getting better. So yeah, you'll be listening to it, and that's pretty much it. You're gonna be doing it every day, and you're getting better all the time. Like in a month you have learned something, and then in 2 months you have learned more than you've learned, or it's progressive. So you know, naturally how anything works. In 2 months you have learned this much, in 3 months even more, and it goes on like that. And yeah, you gotta be listening to the language and using the language. Really, you play the games in the language. You're learning, and you're always learning. You know, you're always learning. So yeah, it's really easy nowadays. Also, there's a lot of resources, free resources that you can use. It's just reading. It's just using the language. I can do like the analogy of a baby being born somewhere. A baby is born in China, and everyone is speaking Chinese. Let's set also a monolingual environment for this baby. Let's say everyone speaks Chinese, everything's Chinese around this baby, and yeah, this baby will learn Chinese. The baby will just do it. So you just do it too. And there are different babies that like doing different things, and all of them are learning Chinese because they're using the language. But this baby likes to watch the cartoons. That baby likes to read certain types of books. I don't know, adventure books. The other baby likes to listen to podcasts. I'm just creating examples of people doing different things and yeah, learning the language because it's use the language. You know, it's pretty logical that by listening you get better at listening. You get used to it. Reading, you get used to reading in the language. Talking, you get used to talking in the language. So you gotta be using the language in real life. So talking to people, and there's nothing necessary. Again, you do whatever you want. Just do things. Like if you want to get better at talking, talk. It does make sense. And you can do it by yourself. You can't. While you're listening, you repeat and practice pronunciations, things like that. If you don't want to talk to other people, I don't know, you can do that. So yeah, it's really like that. It's really straightforward, and it's really awesome. Languages and people, traveling. So you do that. Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to do today, this video. As I said, that's my 3rd time recording this because I think the other times it was a bit too confusing because I didn't know what I was going to say. And I just wanted to talk about how to learn a language. And that's it, guys. If you like the video, subscribe to this channel, and I want to make more videos now. So I'm recording this one and on different topics. And yeah, but that's the thing, just have fun, keep going, you know, at ease, at your own pace, and yeah, listen to it all the time. You get used to it, to any language. That's it, guys. God bless us. Happy 2021. Learn a language in 2021. It's time, folks. It's time.